Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a video on basically my whole Sailor Moon pull-up collection. I've gotten to the point now where I've collected all 10 senshi and wanted to show off to you guys what they look like, how I store them, and how I've pretty much changed up the way that my Sailor Moon kind of shelf right now looks. Since my last update video on like my SH Figure Arts figures and such. So as you can see, I have all 10 senshi in front of me. I'm trying, there we go. Try not to get the glare of the flash from my phone onto the windows of the boxes. I kind of toyed around with how I wanted to present these dolls quite a few times. To be honest, have just put them in their boxes probably now maybe 3-4 days ago. Before I had them all, I had Venus and Mars kind of to the front right here, and then behind them I had what would you call them, the clear outer protective coverings for like Funko Pops that I have, like the hard cases or whatever. I had them laying upright and then some sideways, and so upright behind Venus I had Saturn, and then laying sideways I had Neptune, followed by standing upright, I had Sailor Moon, and then in the front I had Chibi Moon. Then I had Mercury and Jupiter, and then upright was Pluto, and sideways was Uranus. So I kind of toyed around with that design for a little bit. I liked the way that it looked, but then I thought, well, I have all their boxes, which sat over there for like the longest time, and I thought it would be nice to like see if I could display them on their doll stands in the boxes, because the windows on these boxes are so big, like you can see into the whole entire box. So I thought, oh, let me give it a try. So what I found out is that in terms of the doll boxes, so Saturn and Chibi Moon, their stands are not, they're too wide to be able to fit like facing forward. So if you notice, I have them kind of turned at an angle on both of theirs. Like Saturn's is completely turned that way because I couldn't get it to fit because it would just push out the box. However, for the pull-ups, so everybody else, their stands actually do fit all the way across. So I thought that was a nice little way of showing them off. Plus it keeps them from getting dusty. It keeps their outfits intact as best as they can. It keeps their hair from getting dust in them, all their wigs. So I thought, you know what? Let me just try this out for a little bit, because I actually really do like the way that they look in their boxes. It looks like I never even opened them, even though I did. But I'm going to go through one by one just to show you how they look up close and just kind of give you a background on how I got them and any special things with each of them. I'm going to try and make it fast though, because I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes long or anything. So I'm going to start up here with Saturn. So Saturn, as you can see, I'll just do an up close shot. As you see inside the boxes, it's pretty bare. It's just cardboard. When you do get these dolls, they do come packaged in a yellow kind of a background that they're attached to, as well as the trading card, and the stand itself is also attached to the background, as well as their tiara. So Saturn, she is absolutely adorable. She is also probably my favorite senshi out of all of them, because I love the planet Saturn and she can like destroy planets. Like, how badass is that? So I have her in her box right here. I wanted to put the two doll dolls that I have up at the top corner because their boxes are a lot shorter, and I felt like it just fit to have them in the top corners. So Saturn I got from a place called dollmarket.com. Everyone pretty much on this table except for Sailor Moon I got from dollmarket.com, because they have all of these dolls at sale prices, much cheaper than you would find for retail, or what you would find for find them on like places like Amazon or eBay. They would sell them for like $200-$300, and I think for Saturn I paid $134. So really good deal on her. Pretty much all of them I paid either $134 or $135. Moon I paid $154 because I got her from eBay, but she was the first one I ordered. So myself, being as stupid as I am, didn't know where I could get them cheaper, and then I watched a couple YouTube videos, found out about this place called Doll Market, and thus the rest is history. So that is Saturn. Let's just give one more glance over. She's really, really cute. Love her colors, love the purple on her. Her laces on her right boot, I've had to tie them because they were kind of untied, and I'll probably have to tie them again. But there's also her card. Really, really nice. Next, we'll move on to Uranus. Uranus, for some reason, is leaning a certain way. I don't think her stand is very, very, like, well made. None of their stands really are well made. They're really, like, cheap, hard plastic, but hers is, like, stuck in all the way, and it's, I don't know, it's wobbling. So she's kind of leaning a certain way, which I'm going to have to fix her in a second. But also her wig is so, for short hair, it's so long and so dense that it's kind of hard to like see her face, especially with trying to get her tiara to sit just right. So her face is kind of covered by her hair. But her outfit is really, really nice. She is the latest, well, actually, scratch that. I got Chibi Moon just a few days ago. She's the second to latest doll that I've received. Really, really nice. And that's her card. Next, we'll move on to Neptune. Now, right off the bat, you can probably see that her wig is probably the frizziest. And compared to the rest of the girls, her hair is definitely the frizziest out of all of them. However, when I received her from Doll Market, her wig, for most people when they get her, it's in 2 ringlets. Her wig was actually already separated and like full, which I liked because a lot of people, they pull out the ringlets and then they leave them like that, and that's just not how her hair looks in the anime at all. So I always am like, please brush out your Neptune's wig. And I didn't really have to brush it out a whole lot. Like, her curls are still there. They're really, really nice. It's just I wish the wig wasn't as frizzy as it is. But when I don't have the flash on my phone, you can't really tell that her wig is very frizzy. So other than that, she is really, really pretty. I love her shoes, which I need to fix her foot because it is standing in a funky way. But yeah, her face up is really pretty. Her outfit, I love her card as well. She's just really, really nice. Love Neptune. Next we move on to, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, I forgot I have that little smudge on her box. Next we move on to Pluto. So she is the third one that I got. I ordered after Moon, Saturn, and Pluto because I thought they would be the most rare and would sell out the quickest. And actually on Doll Market for a little while, Saturn was sold out. So I was super excited that I got Pluto and Saturn when I did, because they seem to be hard to find other places. Versus like the Inner Senshi and stuff are really, really easy to find. So she is absolutely gorgeous. I love her wig. Probably the best, one of the best wigs out of all the girls. And the color on it is really, really nice as well. So there is Pluto. She looks gorgeous in her card as well. Next we have Chibi Moon. She's probably my problem child because I don't know if it's just the doll that they sent me or if it's everyone's Chibi Moons when they get them, but she's very, very wobbly and flimsy, so she's kind of standing awkwardly on her stand because I don't know if it's because her head is so heavy compared to her body, but she's always wanting to lean backwards, so she kind of looks a little weird. But she's the last one that I've received. I got her just a few days ago. She's really, really pretty in person. Love the colors. Love the pink with it. I just wish that she wasn't... I wish that her upper body was a little bit more tight versus the way that she is now, because the rest of the dolls don't have this problem. Saturn doesn't have this problem. It's just her. So I don't know if it's just my doll or what's going on. But that is Chibi Moon. Next we move down to Jupiter. Oh, look at her eyes with the flash. Really, really pretty. You can see just her baubles up there and her hair with her ponytail. There's one of her rose earrings. The other one I don't think you can see, but Jupiter is one of the ones that I bought in bulk with Venus and Mercury. I got the 3 of them together, all from dollmarket.com. And she is so, so pretty. Seeing pictures of her online, I was like, okay, yeah, she's really, really nice. But then getting her in person, I was like, oh my goodness, she is gorgeous and so, so unique. I just love her. See her shoes and stuff in there too. So, so nice. So we'll move on over to Mercury. To be quite honest, Mercury wasn't one that I was like desperately wanting to have. Of course, I needed her to complete the whole collection, but I wasn't in a race or anything to get her. And I've also seen on some different dolls that people have done reviews for that her wig, as you can see with mine, her wig is very, very long, which is not completely accurate to the anime itself. But like even on our trading card, you can see it cuts off just before her shoulders, whereas mine, it goes past and like basically touches her shoulders. I at first was like, oh, I could totally cut it, but then I was too scared of messing up the doll itself, so I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. But she really, really is pretty in person. Her hair is, it's not picking up very light, like in color on camera, but in person is a very, very pretty light blue. So I'm pretty happy with her. She's very, very nice, and I'm glad I have her to complete my collection. Next, we move on to Moon. This is the very, very first doll that I purchased. I got her from eBay, not knowing about dollmarket.com or like pullupstyle.com or any of those kinds of places. So as you can see, she's got her trading card. You can maybe see it. Yeah, just her moon stick right there. Just had it laying there. She has a lot of hair. It goes past her feet, so make sure you're careful with her because her wig also sheds a lot. And also, please be careful with these doll stands because when I opened up Moon's and tried to put it together, I broke the little plastic piece. And so I've had to hot glue her doll stand, so it's pretty much hot glued right now. So yeah, just word to the wise, please be careful with these dolls, as well as their stands. And she's got her Odango pieces up there on top of her buns and her tiara. Her grasping hand is this one right here, and really, she can't hold her moonstick unless her glove is off, so I don't really see a point in using her moonstick. So that's why I have it laying in the bottom of her box. And also her earrings are really, really cute. Also, be careful with these earrings because if her hair gets caught in them and you pull too tight, you can't pop these off. Not that I'm saying I've done it. I've seen other people say that they've done it before, and it's a total mess trying to get it fixed and put them back on. So another word to the wise. Now we move on to Mars, probably my favorite out of all the girls because I love the color red, as some of you all may know. She's not really my favorite out of all the girls, but I do love like the vibe that she gives and just kind of her character in general on the show. Her earrings, she's got these red star earrings, really, really cute. Her wig out of all the girls is probably the best wig. It is the least frizzy. Oh, excuse me, least frizzy wig I've encountered with all the girls. It's so full. It may not be picking as much on the camera, but in person, like they're kind of showing. There we go. You would think it's black, but it's actually very, very dark purple. It's really nice. And then she's got her shoes, her red pumps. With Mars and Venus, I know a lot of people complain about how these shoes are too big for the feet of the pull-up dolls. I've taken some tape and taped the bottom of their feet to their shoes, so these shoes are not going anywhere. And then she's got her card, really, really cute. I tried to mimic her bangs, like her card, but her bangs will just not move, so that's just how it's going to be for right now. And then her eyebrows match her hair. She's just really, really nice. Probably one of my favorite dolls, just because of her wig alone, I think, but also just the coloring. I love the purple and red together. And then last but not least, we've got Miss Venus here. So as you can see, we've got her red bow on the back. That does come separate, so you have to put that in yourself once you get her. Got her tiara, of course. And then I love the coloring on Venus. I think that orange is really, really pretty. Not a huge fan of orange, but I just love the coloring on her. Again, I tried to mimic her bangs just like on her card. That didn't really work, so it's the best that I could do. But I do have her kind of in the same pose as her card. And then, as you can see, her shoes right there. Did the same thing with Mars. I just taped the bottom of her feet to her shoes. Just a little bit of tape, that's all you need, and they pretty much don't go anywhere. So that is Venus right there. So just an overlook again, all of my dolls right here. I do have Neo Queen Serenity on the way. She was coming the day after Labor Day, so if you guys do want to see an unboxing of Queen Serenity or just a review of her, please let me know down in the comments or give this video a thumbs up and I will gladly do that. So you may be asking, where are all my figure arts since these are in the way now? I've decided to put them on the same stand. I've just done them kind of by like who's like kind of what and such. So I have my two cameras just in the middle, but those are going to be moving eventually because they are releasing more figure arts figures, so I'm pretty excited about that. So just in this top one I have Mars and Saturn. I've got in the middle Moon and Super Sailor Moon. I have Mercury and Super Sailor Mercury, followed by Jupiter and Pluto. In the bottom corner I've got Chibi Moon and Black Lady, and then Tuxedo Mask by himself. In this bottom corner I've got Neptune and Uranus, and then in the middle I've got Venus and Sailor V. So it doesn't really look like a whole lot, but I plan to get more figures, more kind of Sailor Moon merch to